Hi, boys and girls. I am so glad that we are back together today. I am going to bring you church school just in a kind of a little bit of a different way, but we're going to hear a great story today, and we're going to have some actions, and I actually have my good friend Ashley here helping me out with the story today. So the story that we're going to hear today is from the book of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 23 through 27. I'm going to say it one more time, just in case you want to look it up. It is from the book of Matthew, chapter 8, verses 23 through 27. Now, we talk all the time in church school about how God is with us all the time, not just when we're happy, not just when we're sad, but all the time. And our story today is a really good reminder that Jesus is with us all the time. So our story that I'm going to be reading today is out of the Spark Story Bible. And if you're working out of the Spark Story Bible, it is page 286. If you don't have a Spark Story Bible, but you just have a story Bible at home, the story we're going to be hearing today is about Jesus calming the storm. So I'm going to read it to you. And we have Jesus' disciples here, we have a lake, and we have the boat that they're all going to be in today. So I'm going to read the story, and Ashley's going to help me out with some of the things that are going on in the story. All right, here we go. Jesus and his friends, the disciples, met by a lake one day. They were going to go fishing together. Creak, creak. The fishing boat rocked as Jesus put one leg over the side of the boat and pulled himself in. "Follow me," Jesus said to his disciple friends. One by one, they climbed into the boat. Finally, they pushed off ashore. Jesus' friends talked and laughed in the boat. They told stories about all the fish that they had caught on this particular lake. "What was your best fishing trip, Jesus?" one of his friends asked. But Jesus did not answer. He was sound asleep. Gray clouds came into the sky and pushed out the sun. The boat rocked harder now. The first raindrops came. Plop, plop, plop. The disciples held their cloaks around them as the rain fell harder and harder. Brr, the rain was cold and the wind was blowing strong against their skin. Waves came over the top of the boat, splashing. Lightning flashed all around the boat. Thunder cracked. Jesus' friends yelled, "We shouldn't be out here on the lake." How could Jesus sleep? Flashes of light and gusts of wind were everywhere every second. Jesus' friends couldn't wait any longer. They shook Jesus awake. "Help us, Jesus, help us," they cried. Jesus opened his eyes and saw the fear on their faces. "Why are you so afraid?" he asked. Jesus stood up on the boat and lifted his arms. "Peace, be still." In an instant, the waves lay down on the lake. Clouds made a space for the sun. The raindrops stopped, and there was silence instead of thunder. Jesus' friends stared at each other. "Did you see that? Jesus saved us. We are alive. We survived that awful storm. Thank you, Jesus." Boys and girls, that is such a fabulous story, and it is such a great reminder that Jesus is with us all the time. When we have storms going on in our lives, when we are scared, when we are worried, when we are anxious, we need to remember that Jesus is always with us, and he's bringing us peace, and he's asking us to be still. So remember, when you have storms going on, when you are scared and nervous and anxious, I want you to remember that there are always rainbows and there are always sunshine at the end. And that's what we need to focus on, is what happens after the storm, and to be reminded that Jesus is with us through that storm as well. He's asking us to remember to find peace and to be still, because he is with us always. So the Bible verse we're going to focus on today is simply peace, be still. So I'm going to show you some actions. We're going to show you some actions, and we'll go through it with you just a few times. So the peace side, so peace, nice and high. Then be, this is be in sign language, so remember, be. And then everything is still. So peace, be still. So what I'm challenging you to do, boys and girls, is to practice peace, be still. And anytime you feel anxious or nervous, I want you to do it. Just stop what you're doing and say, peace, be still. I want you to either take a picture, have mom and dad take a picture of you, or post a video in the comments below of you showing us all your peace, be still. So that it's a reminder, a good reminder to all of us that Jesus is walking with us all the time. And he's asking us to find peace and to simply be still. All right, I hope you had fun. We had a great time putting this all together, and I love telling you the story. The stories from the Bible. The other thing you can do, boys and girls, is make a boat. Any way, with anything that you have. With Legos, with Play-Doh, with blankets, color or draw a boat and post that as well. We would love to see your boats and how you are practicing our story at home as well. So thank you for joining us for our very first online church school, and I will see you again on Friday for Faith, Family, and Togetherness. Bye!